Chicago. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there.
David Montgomery.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Vea on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Bucks with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find Isabella. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 36. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
18-yard line.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Bears 3, Buccaneers nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Take it in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bucks now to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 22 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Third down, Mayfield. He's got Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete to Mike Evans. A gain of 15.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Mayfield. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mayfield on 1st down, looking for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Intended for Scotty Miller.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's now 2nd and 10.
from the shotgun. It's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 9 now. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
35-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Bucks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is the rookie from Vanderbilt, Keyshawn Vaughn. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks, is pretty impressive.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
David Montgomery, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it. Right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 2nd down and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, there.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Badgley able to punch this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Bears 13, Buccaneers 10.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. They'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing, Mayfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Mike Badgley.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it brings up third down.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bears take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the... The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
At the 42-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the pressure gets to him again. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 41. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
David Montgomery.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a run with Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The throw finding its target, the tight end Horsted. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin White picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throw left side complete to Isabella. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the Buccaneers' 18-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
I got you. Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Makes the score Bears 16.
It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 13.
Second down at 7. Mayfield. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucks are going to retake the lead. He's giving them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuff then.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Antoine Winfield Jr.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And
under pressure, they got him again.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
It's a gain of 3.
The Bears on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Fournette, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The throw over the middle taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Toss left to Montgomery. Oh, no, he lost the football.
That's good.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The pass.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. So we got man.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the...
David Montgomery.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Why are we doing this?
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
For the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Mayfield to throw. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
2nd and inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And off the crossbar, and it bounces over. It is good.
Buccaneers 22.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Buccaneers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now.